and fetch water for miles,
Yeah.
carry firewood
Yeah.
on our head, just like what you're saying. It didn't kill us,
Yeah.
but we learn to say, all right, when you get older, you can do these things. You know how to wash. These generation of kids, if they haven't got a washing machine and the clothes dirty, they just sling it away and go and get another one. So I taught my children how to wash their clothes by hand, how to cook and everything else, but manners above. So yeah, I quite enjoyed my parents as well. But I'm always in trouble anyway with them.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
I think we've covered.
It's like when I was in Jamaica, I never know the difference between white people and black people because we wasn't taught to say you're black or you are white. We didn't. We go to the same school. There's nobody look at color until I came here. Oh, you're black this, you're black that. And I thought, hang on a minute. I thought we always the only person in the world don't see color. No. But Dad tell us what it was like when he came here as well. It was the snow and everything else. It was about your waist. You couldn't walk through as well. But you got good memory of my dad. You look after Dad.
Yeah, it was fascinating.
From Asian bloke to come into a different culture.
I've learned so much.
And what you learn?
First of all, his behavior, like he'll remember the face, or he will, towards the end when he was declining, he remembered me through my heartbeat. I asked him, I was like, well, I can sense you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing. Second thing is he learned the way they remember every single thing in minute details. 50 years down the line, they will remember things in precise details, but not like what they had yesterday.
Oh, Dad will remember what he had yesterday. Oh, he tell you exactly what he want. He either want a piece of pork. Yeah. Yeah, you're Jamaican granddad, yeah.
Jamaican granddad. Yeah, so he remembers the things in the past. He remembers things with precise details of the past, whatever happened 50, 40, 30 years ago, but he will not remember precisely that he had food earlier on. It's like, go get me a cup of tea and a slice of bread.
Yeah, you do remember. It just because he seemed to constantly be hungry. Yeah. But he wasn't deprived, he get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after the time you give it to him, he don't want it.
Yeah.
He will left it and tell you, I didn't ask for it.
I didn't ask for it.
Yes, Dad, you did ask me for it, right?
Yeah. So they have a sense of memory, which is, like you say, going down the memory lane. I think we should cover some more stories, funny stories.
What? Like what you tell your granddad that he's going back to Pakistan on a plane?
And then he says, I'm not going nowhere, it's too far.
Can you blame him? You go. He told you to go by yourself.
I said, I can hire you a boat. He said, no, I'm not going on no boat. You go.
And I think the good thing about it as well, coming from the Asian background as well to another culture and everything else, you feel relaxed. Even though you haven't really going, I don't know, most of the black home. But here you feel relaxed. You wasn't pressurizing going. And you support him by getting him up, watch him, and all the tricks what he get up to. And that, he appreciate those, and I did appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, I think between me and you, we get a good laugh at our parents, but some parents don't see their children.
Yeah. And this is a tough time, especially when Christmas is coming. This is the time when all families are around.
Yeah, it's a time, but with the lockdown though, how many of the elderly people, especially if they got dementia, is going to remember their children? Because one thing, who are you? Where did you come from? And they will talk about their parents or call their children, maybe their dad name. So they won't recognize a lot of the family member. And then after they go, a lot of them just passed away because they feel neglected. Yeah. They haven't seen family for a while.
Neglect is the biggest killer.
Yeah.
Neglect is actually the killer.
Because elderly people want to say, where's my daughter? You can't explain to them that there's an illness, they can't come. Oh, they don't want me anymore. They don't want to care for me. And one of the biggest things is, what have I done? Yeah. So it's like that. You're gonna get it. I'm dread getting old. I'm telling you. Not with my children.
As long as God keeps our hands and brains and legs and entire body fully functional, you'd rather die in that sense fully functional, so you won't have to rely on another person.
But
That's the
elderly
prayers.
people, I think, as well, because they usually do things for themselves. Look at the war. They had to go through two wars, isn't it? But yet, and look at the Russian, what they had
Yeah.
as well. And yet today, we can't even afford to look after our elderly one. There's a care home. Oh, I haven't got time to look after my parents. So they put them in a care home. And some of them don't want to be in a care home. They want to
Yeah.
spend time with their family, but we have to work. It's draining for a young child, 11 to 16, looking after their parents. It's draining, it's tiring, it's studying. And you got a friend or another adopted son of mine, he's looking after his
Yeah.
mom. Yeah, it's draining.
It is.
Especially when you got family coming around, kicking off. Oh, this is mine, this is it. Nobody's thinking about the mother or
Yeah.
father. So it can be very mental. If you don't watch it, you have a mental breakdown.
Yeah, it's a heavy burden.
Yeah, especially if you got 5 or 6 kids and then you find out you're the only one who is looking after it night or day. You're cooking, you're cleaning,
Mm-hmm.
medication, everything. So when you look at time, oh, I've got to go to the shop to pick this up. Then, oh, I've got to go and feed my parents. I've got to go and give them medication. So that is 7 days a week, unless you get carers coming in. And you're still worrying.
Yeah, that's true.
But what did God say? Love your parents, look after your parents, because God will repay you for that. So for me, I don't care about money, I don't care about anything. I got the pleasure of looking after my parents, where the others, they didn't spend time with them.
Yeah,
So I get
yeah,
the best part of the joke, I get the best part of the laugh, and they miss those.
yeah, yeah. And those memories you created, because whatever you take, you cannot take any physical or financial commodity from this life when you go into the other. The memories you made and the actions you
Hmm.
did, you can only carry them, and they will be played in front of you just like a television screen. But you cannot rewind, you can't edit it. It's there.
Yeah, and sometimes as well, you can even care home, community work, even when you're looking after parents, it is very challenging. Even when you got disability children, it's very challenging. But I think in our community, the black, the Asian, the Polish, and everybody, we don't want to ask for help. We tend to think that we can do everything ourselves. I've been there. We can't. We can't do it.
Yeah, it's true.